y'all did my man's Rashid dirty.
Whoa.
Hey y'all, it's Deuce, and we're doing back-to-back videos. So today we are doing the after show, which is after the show we discuss it on Miss Dear White People Volume 3 Episode 2. So let's get into it. Y'all are most likely not watching this out of order, so you already know. It's about growth. I'm in vacation and I can't grow a good place to record, but we're here. And check out my other stuff. All right, let's get to the review / discussion. So again, this was one of the episodes I think was sort of focused around a person. So this episode is focused around Rashid. Because first, his friends from Bashay, his African friends, tell him that there's a new spot that is open, so they can, he can move into Bashay with his other African friends. But he at first doesn't want to do that because he said he's made a lot of good friends at AP, so he doesn't want to do that. But I thought there's gonna be like a cool nuance thing where they talk about the African American rift, but it's more of a romance thing. Because did y'all see Rashid liking Reggie? Ooh. Rashid liking Joelle. Did y'all see that? I didn't see that. That came out of left field, in my opinion. And so for that to be the reason for him to move, because he doesn't want to be friends with Joelle, and he's mad that I thought it was gonna be like a concerned friend, like, hey, you're doing all this stuff, but where's your boyfriend? I thought he was just being a concerned friend, but no, he just wants to get into her pants. Maybe not in her pants, but he was just in it for a relationship, which is incredibly surprising to me. I thought Rashid did not want that, but he does. So he now goes to Bashay at the end of the episode, and I know I said I won't be doing these too much out of context, but we don't see Rashid up until episode 10. He deserves so much more. So much more. Especially since there's more Africans than African Americans in PWIs. That's what I've been told. And he's a representation. And he's barely in this season. Or any other season. A freaking shame. Next person of interest in this episode is Joelle. She starts this off with an interview with this one white woman. I want to say it's Muffy. This is what happens when you don't record them right after you watch them. But anyway, this one white woman, and she's like, oh, we need to band together and all this type of stuff. But then she immediately tries to not band together. She's like, this is why we shouldn't separate race and gender. Like, white women and black women need to be the same thing, but don't attack me on my whiteness. Girl, do you not know what intersectionality is? But that's besides the point. Sam drags Joelle for not dragging that white girl. And then, what's it called? She goes into Black Caucus, and she's upset because Coco's trying to do a bunch of things and try to run stuff. She's like, you know what? Since this is the first time having all the black groups together in Black Caucus, maybe we should make some bylaws. So Coco don't, try to run everything. And so Coco actually loves it, begrudgingly, but she loves it. And so she's assigned to make bylaws. This is where the Rashid story starts to intertwine, because Rashid asks to help her, but then Reggie intervenes like, you don't need him. You need me. Later to find out this was an act of jealousy. Just kidding. We all knew that. But then Reggie's like, you need to put us on public. Probably so people like Rashid don't try to go smack at her. But at the same time, she's grown enough to tell her, like, oh, I'm in a relationship. She can do that. But at this moment, both me and Joelle thought he was just a friend. So we thought it was unnecessary. Anyway, she puts her information on blast. And what I do not like is that he asked for this, and he is not present. For most of the episode, she be asking for him, and he be gone because he's with Moses. And it's so frustrating. So, I guess one of the highlights is that she finished it by herself, but without Reggie's help, that's not good. And for you nasties, there's Reginald Sex. Reginald, by the way, is not a bad ship name. I like it. I actually do like it. I don't like Reggie this episode, though. So I'm going to do these two together since they really intertwine. So this is with Moses and Reggie. So Moses goes to the cafe and he has a speech. And then we notice that while he's having a speech, he has the order ring. So that rises some suspicion out of Sam and Lionel. But something to note is that he's like, oh, when I'm here, we will make sure all police officers are unarmed. And I was like, oh, you got that type of power? But like I said, he's supposed to be in the order, so of course he has that type of power. Then he meets up with Reggie. And like I said, Reggie's jealous. And he has a slight depression or apathetic episode. I don't know what this is about. I just know he's playing video games more than he should be playing the game of life. Like, what's that about? And then Clifton, bless your heart, Clifton. You really try. You really try. You try. But anyway, Reggie finds like true happiness with Moses because Moses is a computer science major, and they talk techie and they talk about Moses's app, best mode, and then Moses confides to Reggie about in the window Wendy, basically saying that that's the reason why he left, and that's why he connects with Reggie, because they both had an experience in which they're no matter how good that they tried to be, all this type of stuff, a police officer tried to compromise your humanity. So I thought that was an interesting backstory for Moses, and so they connect on that. But like I said, Reggie hangs out with Moses more than his girlfriend, which does not help their relationship at all. So this is only episode 2, so we'll see how that really goes. I have no miscellaneous events that were that important to talk about, so I'm just gonna end it here. What did y'all think about episode 2? Do y'all agree with me what I say about Reggie, Reginald, Rashid? Oh my gosh, I'm so mad. He deserves so much better. He deserves so much better. And Moses, what do y'all think about that? But until then, and when I mean until then, I mean very quickly. I will see y'all whenever. Because I'm about to record episode 3.
I make while you stay chasing.